switch gears just a tiny bit, just to bring a little bit of levity in here. Have you been watching the Michael Jordan documentary?
Oh yeah, it's like the greatest thing ever to be on television right now. I literally look forward to Sunday night so much. Usually you're not looking forward to Sunday night because you got to go back to work on Monday, but Sunday night at 9, I just like kind of focus, make sure the volume's right, make sure I got my water next to me or whatever, and just kind of just be ready to go and watch. And I'm a huge Jordan fan, always have been since I was a kid, and to see that, I get fascinated just seeing him in like the personal light. Like he's such an idol and an icon. You see him on the McDonald's commercials, and he's always doing the right thing. And you hear him in the document being a real person, and he's talking from his heart, which is awesome. You don't get to see that side of people a lot. So I've been.
So talk to me about, one or two things in that document that you didn't know, or maybe you did know, you've maybe forgotten, that really, interest you or really intrigued you about them. Now we still got more parts to go. But
absolutely. No, I think the thing that fascinates me the most is the practices that he talks about, and his teammates talk how much emphasis that Michael was able to put on practice. I think it's a great lesson for our young kids to see that the practice core is really where you don't win them just on Tuesday and Friday. You win them on Monday, you win them on Wednesday, and you win them on Sunday or whatever, whenever your weekend practice is. But to see his teammates, how he was able to talk to his teammates, and drive them competitively, but still have them know that, he cares about me. You know what I mean? He may be dumb, but he, at the end of the day, is going to do everything he can to make sure that we win and have that respect factor. Sometimes our youth talks to each other in such the negative, so much of the time that it becomes a problem, but he talks to his teammates in the right way at the right moment. And I think that's something that, is me.
Now, I know we got a lot of we don't have downtime, but we're teachers, so we're doing a lot of Google Classroom and stuff like that. But what are you doing? What book are you reading now? It doesn't have to be about sports, but are you reading anything that that tickles your fancy during this time that we have now?
Coach, he's working on. I mean, you see his basketball plans on the wall behind him. Those are
Absolutely. No, obviously, I'm a teacher too, so today is around the students that I have at Troy, teaching history right now for my 9th and 11th graders, and doing all the stuff, Google Classroom, and making lesson videos.
Yeah.
So I've gotten used to hearing myself on the computer a lot, which is annoying, but it happens, But no, I've always tried to get a little bit of downtime. I read a lot of Coach K. He's a Duke fan, so his gold standard talks about how he had the Olympic team, the Redeem team with Kobe and LeBron and all that stuff, and how they went about the Olympics and what they did and how they set the standard, the gold standard, so to speak, in their program. And to have him talk about how he got LeBron James and Kobe, Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul all to buy into a single philosophy that it wasn't about them is pretty fascinating. That's what we try and do when we coach, and what I coach, the name on the front and not the back. And, to have those all-stars of all-stars being able to do that is vitally important too. So it's just a great lesson.
Now, before I send it back to Coach real quick, before we let you go, social media. What are your social media outlets so that people can find you and locate you? And you got to send us another thing for Twitter, because we don't have your Twitter now.
Well, the Twitter now is the LaSalle basketball one, so I'll be taking over that. And I'll be off to the assistant coaches during the season, so they can tweet out the scores and whatever. But I'm pretty active on the social media outlets. I think it's just a great way to get a hold of the kids. And I'm on Coach Davis 04. I've been posting some videos of just some outside workouts that I saw that. So the kids seem to like it. My friends joke about it all the time. They make fun of me, but I gotta get it out there for the players to give them something to do in this time.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, Coach, about amid the COVID stuff and all these things are going in, playing? What are you hearing?
No, I haven't really heard much. You know, I've kind of adopted the philosophy of it's out of my hands, it's out of our hands, and we're kind of go by what the state says and what the schools say and things like that. I know everybody's itching. I'm itching to get back. I'm itching to do something and get out, and especially get in the gym and you know, work with guys, things like that. But you know, we're lo and behold to the policymakers at this point. You know, so I'll just go by what they say, and you know, I'm hopeful. I'm always going to be. You know, we're going to start school in September like normal, and we're going to have our seasons, and the fall sports will do what they do, and play football and do those types of things. And come winter time, we'll be rip roaring and ready to go for basketball.